It's the dawn of a new era for Bengaluru as the BBMP goes away and the Greater Bengaluru Authority comes into the picture. Now, the brain and the vision behind the Greater Bengaluru Authority, of course, is the Deputy Chief Minister and the Bangalore Minister, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. He joins us today on NDTV. Sir, thank you for speaking to NDTV. Firstly, tell us, a lot of people say, will a change of name, is this a mere change of name or is this completely going to transform Bengaluru? Tell us, what is your vision behind the Greater Bengaluru Authority and how is it going to transform the city?
See, definitely we have looked at all aspects. We want to change the governance and what are the problems of Bangalore, because Bangalore has become very big. It was unable to manage. That is why we have deployed too much of staff in the lower level. We have increased the wards. With 198 wards, whatever the infrastructure was there, whatever the officers were looking at was very short. Now we decided, because there is a lot of people coming to Bangalore, the population has increased. That is why we decided, we made it 5 corporations. And for the bigger projects of Bangalore, we have made it a Greater Bangalore. We have kept the 74th Amendment intact.
Yeah.
So, in order to help the citizens of Bangalore keep city clean and see that all these problems will be sorted out, we have decided to make a GBA and the 5 corporations.
Interesting that you say this, because a few days ago I visited around the Madhepura area, Sarjapur, Vartur. Here people are saying that because it's the border of the BBMP limits, a lot of struggle, confusion about funding. Do you think that the GBA will be able to resolve these sort of minor issues?
All that area, whatever they are speaking, is not in the GBA. It is out of the GBA. Some of area in the panchayat limits, some of the area in the corporation limits. That is why we wanted to bring all those area in the corporation limits. Now, as on today, we have not brought the entire area of Madhepura in the corporation limits. Because the population for a normally assembly segment will have about 2.5 lakhs voters. Now it is 3.5 times the more. 3.5 the more. That is only for the 2 assembly segments we have made 1 corporation. To make some corporation, there are big challenges connected with that. We are on the way in the process. I have deputed a separate corporation for especially that area to be problems to be resolved, and we are at it.
Interesting that you say particularly about this area, because a lot of IT, people working in the IT sector, they are saying that we pay the highest number of taxes. Why aren't we getting enough facilities? Yesterday and the last couple of days, we've seen a lot of chorus. The CEO of a popular company, a firm, has said that he'll move out of Belandur. When you listen to all of this, how does it make you feel as a Bangalore?
I wish him all good luck for him. If he wants, if he doesn't satisfied about this manpower, this talent, these facilities, I can't stop him. But no one can threaten the government. I'm telling you, I'm telling this on record. They can't threaten the government. We are there to serve the people of the state. We know our responsibility. This is Bangalore. He knows that before doing business here, everything is there. No, I'm telling you, you take it from record. No one will go out of Bangalore. Since their financial or their business problem, they might have some business problem. They may looking at blackmailing a government will not work for them.
Then you have Mr. Nara Lokesh who comes and says, come to Vizag.
Let them go, please. Let them go. Who said? Who is stopping them? No one can match Bangalore. What infrastructure we have creating, we are doing it. No one, why are they not asking the central government, Modi government or the central government to give money? They are paying taxes directly, no? Why are not they asking money? Why are none of the parliament members raised any question? Why are not they bringing money for Bangalore? It is only the state government who has taken a very big risk. I have taken a big risk of 1.25 crores. 1.25 crores we are investing for Bangalore for the next 3-4 years. It is not a small job.
You put out a social media post just yesterday, again crores of rupees being pumped into Bangalore to fix potholes. We just drove across the stretches which was a little bumpy. These are the sort of issues that people face on a regular basis.
See, yesterday night there was a big rain. You see in the main road itself. One night itself, it created a big, I think more than 4,000-5,000 potholes have been added. Even all the main road, we are putting white tapping road. We know responsibility. Let they come, let they ask. We are there to sort out their problem. But you can't threaten us.
Yeah.
Once because some other minister calls them, I can also call them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Bangalore is not a competition to any other part of the country. Bangalore has its own systematic. Before coming to Bangalore, everyone looks at Bangalore. Why they came to Bangalore? Because they can earn here, they can look at their fortunes. All the Fortune 500 companies are there. Let it take the move side. Whomever you want, let
So
it
one
take
is
it.
about the companies. A bunch of young children put out a post, talking
That is-
about how much time they're taking
That is
in a
all.
school bus.
That is all politics. I am telling you, that is all politics. We can't make a flyover for every school. For the first time in the history of Karnataka and Bangalore, 111 kilometers, 12 kilometers flyover, and 44 kilometers of the elevated double-decker has been designed. I have gone to the cabinet, got it approved. Tender process is going on. It is not a small job.
Okay.
Not a small job. Bangalore is growing like anything. Every day, hundreds of companies are coming to Bangalore. The population earlier was just from 40 lakhs, it has come to 1.4 crores, and more than 75 lakhs are coming to Bangalore daily.
So you set a deadline of November to fix the potholes. In the past as well, deadlines have been set. For people, what's the assurance that DK Shivkumar gives to
No,
the people of Bangalore?
I am telling you, I don't want to give any false promises.
Yeah.
I have asked my officers to give a commitment. To give a commitment. I had a meeting with them, given up the responsibility.
Yeah.
Two responsibilities I have given to them. One is cleanliness of Bangalore. Number second is the potholes, to make this road ready. They are at it, and we will do it. It is not there are a lot of courts intervening. I am telling you on record again. Lot of courts are intervening.
Okay.
They are giving a lot of stays for whatever the decisions the government has given. Every small issue, even on the bill which has been cleared by the governor of Karnataka, they are giving a stay.
Okay.
I don't want to comment much on the judiciary.
So
For
very,
small individual problems, they are giving a stay on the government bills itself.
okay. So you've spoken in detail about Bengaluru. One very quick question I want to add. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has just held a press conference again about electoral fraud. He's spoken about Aland constituency where votes have been deleted, and he says that the CID has been writing to the election commission time and again but hasn't got a response. What would you like to say about this?
Of course, Aland constituency, I have also made a very thorough check on it. The election commission is not cooperating in it. They have to give the data. We will go for a big this one. How can they delete such a big number? We were very alert on the system.
Yeah.
Somehow we could stop a very big number.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the prospects of our party would have been changed. Now also they have done a lot of issues, and the Central Election Commission is not cooperating to give data.
Lastly, what would you like to say to the opposition here in Karnataka, which attacks you on various fronts, be it inauguration of Dasara, be it Ganesha processions, terming you all anti-Hindu? How would you like to reply to them?
We will reply on it. Let them come on the debate on some other thing. I'll reply to them.
Well, that was...
But one thing I would like to tell, either it is in industries, whether of the investments, or the school children, all this is politics. I can also make hundreds of this one. Why the BJP MLA in the Madhepura area is not speaking anything?